Hello there, welcome to Saberduel Gaming, where we always take the high ground. And welcome back to WWE2K25 and Saberduel Wrestling. Doing a little test there to make sure the audio is all good before we start what is going to be an awesome night of wrestling action. Here's what we have in store for you before we get started. The Saberduel Wrestling International title will be on the line. Bret Hart versus Rey Mysterio. We will have a 6-man tag. 3-minute warning and The Rock versus CM Punk, Roman Reigns and John Cena. It will be a double header for the Judgment Day as Carlito and JD will take out the Headbangers who got in the Judgment Day's business the other week. Meanwhile, the Motor City Machine Guns will defend the tag team titles against Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. The women's tag team titles will be contended for in a number one contenders match between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus and Lita. And we will also have a steel cage match between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. But we are starting it all off with a 3-way backstage brawl between the Halloween Havoc champion Bray Wyatt, Cactus Jack, who had been on his team last week when they failed, and Abyss, who finally got a pinfall victory over The Fiend. These three are in a backstage brawl, which will potentially set things up for coming weeks. Oh, an Abyss with a boot to Cactus Jack. And these three all developed a bit of a 3-way rivalry recently. Cactus Jack back dropped onto that hard floor as Bray Wyatt beaten down on the Abyss. Man, he's pinned twice. But this recent pinfall by Abyss over the long-standing Halloween Havoc champion will potentially change the complexion of that rivalry. Oh, my word. Oh, he's just launched across the floor. And then as Abyss leant down to pick him up, he took Cactus Jack's boots to the face. Abyss doesn't seem to be having much joy trying to get a hold of that ladder. Remember, this isn't a match. This is just a backstage brawl between these wrestlers. It will end when one of them is out cold. Cactus Jack launched into those steel. Oh, that sounded horrible. Those big sort of steel shelves covered in various items of wrestling memorabilia. That was clumsy as all hell. Oh, steel ladder just launched into the face of Abyss. Cactus Jack thrown across. Oh my word, where the hell that over there is the famous barbershop window where Shawn Michaels first turned heel, became the Heartbreak Kid when he launched Marty Jannetty through it. Maybe we're going to see some history repeated here. Oh, and now Cactus Jack and Bray Wyatt actually worked together there for a second. Oh, my word. Oh, and the Fiend launched into that glass, which shattered. And glass shatters into the face of Cactus Jack as well. Abyss right now is putting these two on notice. Oh, that was a foolish error by Bray Wyatt. It's not often we say that about a man who has been a champion for a solid, well, over a solid year. The hell is that? It's like a mace. That's a... Oh, my word, to the face. Oh. This has been after the Halloween Havoc title for the last few months, and twice has failed to take that title from Bray Wyatt. The fact that now Cactus Jack is in this rivalry does not make things any easier for the TNA legend, TNA Hall of Famer. Bray Wyatt cranking the knee there. Of course, Cactus Jack, who Abyss also has a pinfall over. Oh, my word. What? Black hole slam on Cactus Jack by Abyss. Strong chop there. Oh, that was cool. Oh, launches the steps, the ladder across the arena. Oh, a double axe handle by Abyss. And there's the ominous WrestleMania logo there. Abyss daring Bray Wyatt to join him up there, and it looks like he will. Oh my word. Big power bomb. Bray Wyatt is in serious trouble here. Abyss picks him up. Oh my word. Oh, good God. Oh, and again. Abyss may have finished the Fiend. Shatters that glass tube over Bray Wyatt. And again, Bray Wyatt in all kinds of trouble. Boot to the face. Cactus Jack hasn't moved. And Abyss now setting him up. Shock treatment. Picks him up again. And it's a black hole slam. And backstage chaos ends with Abyss standing tall over both Cactus Jack and the Fiend. Well, we've had our backstage brawl. It is time to actually begin some proper wrestling matches. Now, the question is which match we make our main event. I'm tempted to go for the cage match, if I'm honest. But maybe one of the title matches. Either way, we are going to start with another one of the title matches. The international title. Raza is retro. Hello. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Says the main event is Raza versus Saber. That would be a very fitting main event, dude. A very fitting one. As she says, with Raza getting the win. Well, maybe. Maybe. It's going okay, dude. Thank you very much. How is it going for you? It's been a busy, busy day, but I didn't want to fail in getting my title matches, my wrestling stream going. Tired and the long winter is here, says Raza. It is, dude. It is indeed. To be fair, weather-wise, all we've had here is a lot of rain. It's been cold and rainy. Raz said, I shared your video now for the Retro Duel. Awesome. I'll be honest, I went live before and I realised I hadn't put any of the hashtags or anything in. I was like, oh, crap, not this again. Garbage stuff indeed, dude. I don't mind. I mean, to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of the sun and the heat anyway. So I'm quite happy with a little bit of the old chill weather. Raza says, most welcome. I will try to post mine Sunday or Monday. And I'm actually off next week, so hopefully I should be focused and relaxed enough to be able to share yours also. I will say, by the way, anyone around, if you haven't already subscribed to Raza is Retro, please do. He is fantastic. And a big supporter of Saberduel Gaming as well. We do a lot of stuff together. I will also be trying to get my Double Dragon 2 entry recorded, hopefully this weekend. Raz says, I'm going to have to get dinner ready. Saw you online, want to say hello. No worries, dudes. I really appreciate you swinging by. I hope dinner goes well. Says, by the way, before I go, I'm wondering where this is going to go. And now here is the international champion representing Canada, the homeland of Raza himself. Raz says, I got the Mortal Kombat collection. Very cool. Very cool. How is it looking? You have to give me, we might have to have a little bit of a chat offline about what you think of it. Especially regarding abilities to be able to play against each other, whether that's looking possible or not. You haven't tried playing online yet? Yeah. We'll talk about that offline, mate. You go and have your dinner first, dude. You take care as well, mate. Remain retro. So for those that don't know, the international title, the gimmick behind this title belt is whichever person holds it cannot be challenged by someone from their country. So the match always has to be an international match. So you couldn't have Bret Hart versus, say, Chris Jericho, because they're both from Canada. So all matches have to be international. There always has to be the challenger from a different country to the champion. I thought that made it a bit of an interesting way of doing it. I always like when you got a world title, but it's just the same country holding it, because it's American wrestling. So they're always American wrestlers. So this way around, it just makes that a little bit different. It's got to be no two champions back to back will ever be from the same country. So we have Rey Mysterio, he's technically American, but he's representing Mexico. He's going up against Canadian Bret Hart. Nice back suplex. Crucifix slam. Both of these guys wrestled in WWE and WCW. Both of these are former world champions, former tag team champions. Oh, Rey Mysterio taking the... Oh, but Bret Hart getting a little bit aerial himself and connects with a drop kick. Hitman Irish whip outside. Bret Hart, normally he's the grounded technical wrestler with Rey Mysterio going high flying. But it looks like Bret Hart realizes he might have to match Rey Mysterio at his own game in this match. Oh! Discus clothesline. Bret Hart makes his way back into the ring here. Rey Mysterio, is he going to make his way back into the ring? We're on the 5 count here. Oh, misses, and now Rey Mysterio counters. Hurricane Rana hooks both legs. Bret Hart with the roll up of his own. 1, 2, and then Rey counters it again. Bret Hart with the kick out. Boot, and it's a lovely brain buster. Thought it was going for a normal vertical suplex there. Hitman with the elbow. And now goes to crank on the neck, but Rey Mysterio counters, leapfrog. But he's not got enough in him to be able to connect. Gut wrench suplex. And the Hitman now targeting the back. Now the arm. You'd imagine he's going to be... there he is. Targeting the legs. It's almost like he's taking a little bit out of everything. I think the thing is... Oh, nice Hurricane Rana from the ground. Oh, moonsault misses. And Bret Hart. Now Bret Hart going up to the top. Unlike him again. Misses with the elbow drop. He went outside his normal repertoire and it came back to haunt him. Lovely snap suplex there, however. Rey Mysterio rolls out the ring again. Runs and he leaps out for the clothesline, ducks. And counter with the... Oh, I thought he was going to go for a backbreaker. Ended up being a sidewalk slam. This is an interesting mix of styles. Dive out to the outside by the Hitman, who is really going. Trying to take... Oh, what a DDT by Rey Mysterio. Counter. Oh, and Rey Mysterio into the steel steps. What the hell is the Hitman doing? Oh, what a leg drop to the back of the neck. That might be enough. The Hitman demonstrating an unusual high-risk streak. I've only just realized there's a timer on this. I didn't realize I put a time limit on it. Rey Mysterio getting back into the ring now. Whoa. And he's going for... Oh, it's a brutal pile driver. As the Hitman now goes to lock in the sharpshooter on Rey Mysterio. Whoa. Rey with the counter. Kicks out hard. Bounces off the ropes. Oh, my word. Oh, whoa. Clothesline by Rey. Oh. Goes for the Hurricane Rana again. Roll up again by the Hitman. 1, 2, 3. The Hitman managing to counter Rey Mysterio's pin attempt. And yet again, the Hitman has successfully defended the international title. And he is starting to put together quite a resume of title defenses. Every country sending their contender to face the Hitman. And so far, they are all coming up short. Well, I think it's time we hit one of our tag team matches. And let's start with a little bit of Judgment Day action. And he's got Carlito. Yeah, we wanted to put let's start with Carlito, actually. And these are going up against the Headbangers. So one of the Headbangers actually got involved in a Judgment Day match. Was it last week or the week before? So it seems fitting that the Judgment Day would want to try and take the Headbangers out before their fellow Judgment Day members of Finn Balor and Finn Balor and Dirty Dom challenge for the titles. Judgment Day were all granted title opportunities following their big win over the Wyatt Six. So far, they have not managed to do anything with that. Carlito failed to win the Halloween Havoc title. JD McDonough failed to win the international title. But of course, if they could get a win here tonight, despite their failures in their own individual title matches, it would give them a little bit more momentum again. And especially with Finn Balor and Dirty Dom heading into a tag team title match later tonight against the Motor City Machine Guns. And of course, next week, Liv Morgan will challenge Jade Cargill for the women's title, the Saberduel Wrestling Women's World title. So all that momentum, all that potential success could begin right here with JD and Carlito putting the Headbangers back on the shelf, putting them out. JD knows he could have had a win over the Hitman last week if Thrasher had not got involved. Carlito's attempt at beating the Fiend was a lot more clear-cut He did not manage to get that done, nor did many people probably expect him to. However, again, a win here tonight against the Headbangers could really give them that momentum again. Okay, Carlito and his Judgment Day t-shirt here. It's been a little while since Carlito's had much success. Of course, he did as part of the Judgment Day team against the Wyatt Six. But he will want this bit of, not exactly individual, but personal success with JD. The rest of the Judgment Day have whoa, quick roll-up by Carlito here. Oh, it's a kick-out. The rest of the Judgment Day have been told to leave. But Dominic Mysterio staying at ringside. It's a bit of a low blow by Carlito, but it works, and a drop kick makes the tag to JD McDonough, who represented Ireland against Bret the Hitman Hart last week in the international title match. And put on quite a show, in fairness. And what the hell? Spanish Fly! Oh my word, connected. And Dirty Dom distracting the referee with by throwing the chair in there. For JD, this is actually quite personal. The fact that Thrasher came down, offered a bit of a distraction in his match against the Hitman last week, did not sit well with him. Of course, JD's what success he had in that match was probably aided by the fact that the Judgment Day were all at ringside trying to help him. Thrasher simply oh my word, that Dirty Dom exposed that turnbuckle, the steel turnbuckle. He took the pads off. Referee saw it, but a little bit too late. Oh, and Thrasher thrown over the top. And now Dirty Dom getting involved there. Meanwhile, Carlito attacking Mosh on the ringside. Big DDT onto the ringside. That hard part of the ring. And the Headbangers are dealing with not just the distraction from Dominic Mysterio outside, but a very game Judgment Day tag team. Oh, what a headbutt. JD McDonough is very underrated, very exciting. Oh, Thrasher saw that coming though. Big uppercut, another uppercut. Misses the dropkick, however, and a neck breaker. Magnificent. How you doing, bud? Says perfect timing. Just got out of Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. How would you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put it? Connects with a leg drop, just JD McDonough from the Judgment Day. .5, says Magnificent. Oh, it's pretty decent then. Carlito launched. What a shoulder tackle. right hand, boot, knee lift. Thrasher. What a cutter that was. Picks up Thrasher. And now... Oh! Oh! Backstabber! And Thrasher, who has not so much as made a tag, is in serious trouble now. Irish whip. Monkey flip. Is he going to be able to make the tag to Mosh? No, instead he goes for the pin, which was very unlikely to work. Oh, right hand. Big shot to the chest. JD looking frustrated here. Oh, what a shining wizard that was. And Mosh looking frustrated that he's not been able to get a tag in. Oh my word, what a headbutt. Pick up into a slam. Oh my lord. Oh. JD hooks the leg. This could be it. 1, 2, and it's a breakup by Mosh. Goes for the pin again. It's a kick out. Oh, big shining wizard. JD going all the way up top. Hello, Muller Arcade. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the like. Thank you for checking us out. I hope you're doing well, mate. Dominic Mysterio again up on the apron. Oh, my word. Referee has not seen the exposed turnbuckle, but JD has. Turns it round. Oh, it's busted open. It's a knockout. And now... Oh, Thrasher made the counter. Oh, and a clothesline. And Thrasher, who is busted open and bleeding, finally makes the tag. Now Mosh taken against the ropes. Oh, big right hand. And Mosh is as fresh as a daisy. JD really needs to make the tag, and does. Carlito now comes in. Oh, it's a nice shoulder tackle. Former United States champion Carlito, by the way. What a cutter. And Thrasher is going to be very little help right now to Mosh. Thrasher has taken an absolute brutal beating. Referee still hasn't seen that turnbuckle pad has been removed again. He doesn't see that exposed turnbuckle. Oh. And now targeting Thrasher again is Carlito to keep him completely out of this match. Oh, and Mosh got thrown into that exposed turnbuckle now. And now the referee sees it. It may be too little too late, because now Mosh is absolutely in serious trouble. He might want to make a tag, but realistically, I don't know that is going to help him. Backstabber again. And now it's Thrasher coming in to break up the count. Oh. Thrasher coming in. He's got the chops. He's going for the attack here. And he's going up top. JD gets to his feet. Oh, what a counter! Oh, my words, what a counter! Hits the power slam right from the top rope there. And now, JD, pick up. What a slam! JD, and again, Mosh coming in to break it up. That is getting frustrating. And now the Judgment Day will, oh, what a headbutt. Pick up into the slam. Oh! And this time wisely took Mosh off the sides. 1, 2, 3. And the Judgment Day have their first win of the night. If Dirty Dom and Finn Balor can have the same success that JD and Carlito did, they will walk out as tag team champions tonight. The Headbangers are out of the story. Carlito and JD put the Headbangers out, and now it is a direct line from Finn Balor and Dirty Dom to the Motor City Machine Guns. Well, we've got a lot of tag team action tonight. The next, however, is for the ladies. And the winners of this will be #1 contenders to the women's tag team titles. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton teaming up to take on the legendary women's team, Lita and Trish Stratus. Whichever team gets the win here will be #1 contenders to take on the Terrors, the team of China and Rhea Ripley. Hardly Quinn, hello, says 2 dream teams here. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Although, of course, in real life, Charlotte Flair is a team with Alexa Bliss right now. That is actually a team I'm genuinely enjoying as well. Like, I don't want to see... you see something like that and you go, right, so one of them's going to betray the other one. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. I genuinely want this to be a team that they stay together, and then they might get separated because one of them gets injured or, you know, brand splits or something. But I want them to stay as friends. I don't want them to turn on each other or anything. Tiffany Stratton. He's had a very good year in real life in the WWE this year. In fact, both these women have. Charlotte Flair, success as a tag team champion quite recently. Of course, these two went head-to-head at WrestleMania in real life also. Tiffany Stratton had a long WWE title run. Meanwhile, their opponents today are absolute legends. Both former women's champions. Trish Stratus, starting her wrestling career as a valet. She was a fitness model who wasn't going to settle for looking pretty on the sidelines. She wanted to learn how to wrestle. She did, and became one of the earliest true superstars of the women's division. In fact, I believe her and Lita were the first two women to main event an episode of Monday Night Raw. It was either Raw or SmackDown. And Lita herself has had a lot of iconic WWE moments. Also wrestled, by the way, back in ECW, which is very often forgotten. Harley Quinn says, Lita. I love it. Yeah, I love Lita. She was one of my sort of early favourite sort of women's wrestlers. Back when I started watching in the like early 90s, there weren't many women's wrestlers, and if there was, you never saw them on the big shows or anything. So when it started, and Lita was one of the first ones that I really liked. Charlotte Flair and Trish Stratus. This is legend versus legend right here. Oh, what a chop by Trish Stratus on a clothesline. Drops down Charlotte Flair. Counter. Now Charlotte Flair with the big right hand. A stomp to the face. Charlotte Flair certainly has the size advantage. The power advantage. Tag made. And now boot by Tiffany Stratton, who I would say also has a massive size and power advantage over Trish Stratus, who is in some serious trouble here early on. Face first, slam down. Oh, and Lita takes a punch to the face and another. Tiffany Stratton drops her down. Magnificent says, me when I see Saber saying he is feeling 10 times greater than normal. Well, I've still got a little bit of a cold, so I'm probably not 10 times greater than normal. But I will say, I'm feeling 10 times greater than I did last week. So there you go. Trish Stratus thrown down, and Tiffany Stratton, feet on the hair and dragging her up. That's just disrespect. Tag made again. Charlotte and Tiffany are forming quite the impressive tandem. Oh, and Trish Stratus dropped gut first. Oh, flipped over, and Trish now, with a counter of her own, goes for a roll-up. Maybe a sneaky pin here. Kick out by Charlotte Flair. Oh, big kick to the face, countered, and a chop drops her down. Trish Stratus really should have gone for the pin. Should have gone for the tag there, sorry. Magnificent says, When I arrived, I wasn't late, was I? No, I think when you first got here, was around the first match. There'd been a little bit of a backstage brawl, but just when you got here was the first match. So, first or second anyway. Either way, you weren't way late or anything. Tiffany Stratton. Oh! There's the slightest bit of miscommunication there. Oh! Brutal as Tiffany Stratton throws. Oh, whoa, whoa. Trish Stratus now. Oh! Strikes Tiffany. The fact that she managed to get back up. Oh, and a dropkick. And Trish Stratus now needs to make the tag. She keeps going in for the attack, but it's a gutbuster suplex. Trish needs to make the tag to Lita, and she does. Lita now fresh. And Irish whip throws Charlotte Flair against the rope, but Charlotte Flair with the counter. Picks her up. Has the wrist lock, elbow onto the back. Big chop. Oh my word. Charlotte Flair out of nowhere puts Lita down with the natural selection to 1. It's a 2. And Trish Stratus, the only thing stopping Charlotte Flair from pinning Lita. Sidewalk slam by Lita now. Flip over the top. Counter. Oh, whoa, what a move by Lita there, countering Charlotte Flair. Slams her face first into the floor. Charlotte with the counter. Throws Lita over the top. Stunner. Drops Lita down to Charlotte Flair going all the way up top. Moonsault down to the outside. Oh my word now. Charlotte throws Trish Stratus against the steel steps. Charlotte's beginning to clear the table here. Puts Lita. What's she doing here? Oh, counter elbow to the face. Oh, DDT and then backdropped. Oh my word, puts Lita. And Charlotte Flair made it back into the ring. And now, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton are the #1 contenders to the women's tag team titles. Okay, not quite what I was going for, if I'm honest. I was trying to hit the moonsault, and then it would have ended on a draw. But results are what they are, people. Well, now we have got a 3-on-3, very interesting tag team match. Roman Reigns teaming with CM Punk. And John Cena. To take on The Rock and 3-minute warning. Three-minute warning, of course, are actually members of the how's that one? Hector Flores, okay. Are actually members of the Bloodline. And in a recent match with John Cena, 3-minute, or was it CM Punk? 3-minute warning got involved. So that right there is enough of a rationale for us to have this 6-man tag. So what we are going to do after this match, we will still have 2 matches to do. The cage match and the tag team titles. So given that we've had a lot of tag matches, after this match we will do the steel cage match between Brock Lesnar and Seth freaking Rollins. And then our main event will be the tag team titles on the line. Motor City Machine Guns versus Dirty Dom and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube community, please put your ones in the air and acknowledge your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Harley Quinn gets his ones in the air. Harley Quinn says, "My tribal chief, I acknowledge him." It's quite interesting, by the way. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but it looked like when CM Punk came into the War Games match, he acknowledged Roman Reigns. I swear there was a moment I saw him put his ones in the air. Harley Quinn says, "What do you think of Roman versus Cody again at Mania?" I think it 100% comes down to what's the story? What's the difference? I think the way it works best is if Cody turns heel and it is Roman as the goodie. Because if we're doing it a third time, there has to be something that makes this match different. If it's not that, there has to be a gimmick, because, my God, that second match between them with The Undertaker and Seth and the Bloodline, The Rock, just everyone getting involved, John Cena, it was exceptional. So it was cheat code stuff. So to top that, and you have to top it, they can't just do the same again and send loads of people in. Something different has to happen. So either it has to be some amazing gimmick match, like a Hell in a Cell or something like that, or you have it begin or end with Cody Rhodes turning heel. I want to give a little shout out, by the way, here. This week, CM Punk announced very sadly that Larry, his dog, passed away. Larry was not just a pet to to CM Punk. He was a member of his family. He often brought him to WWE shoots and stuff. He was often seen on WWE, on YouTube, on TikTok. He was very much a part of the family within WWE, as much as for CM Punk and AJ Lee, who of course are coupled together. I will speak from experience. I don't care what anyone says. When you lose a pet who you consider to be part of your family, it is heartbreaking. It is so sad. It's something, unfortunately, I've experienced a few times, as I'm sure many of other people have. So I am not exaggerating when I say my best wishes and thoughts to CM Punk and AJ Lee, and I'm sure that Larry is in a much better place. This is something of a dream 6-man tag. John Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. All three of these have been rivals of each other. And all three of these have been rivals of The Rock, by the way. Next episode will be the 30th episode of Saberduel Wrestling. And so I am planning on updating our arena. This is very much like a low-level arena for Saberduel Wrestling. So I'm going to make it a bigger, better arena for that event. And I will tell you what some of the matches we will have for that special event next week will be. We will have a number one contender fatal 4-way match with John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. I am announcing now the Halloween Havoc title will be on the line in a no disqualification Iron Man match between The Fiend, Abyss, and Cactus Jack. And the women's title will be on the line, Jade Cargill defending against Liv Morgan. So CM Punk and John Cena are allies in this match. Next week, they will be against each other. But here's what I'm going to do. If The Rock and 3-Minute Warning win here tonight, that fatal 4-way next week will be made into a 5-way match. And I will add The Rock. The Rock slowly making his way up the stairs here in his weird Elvis outfit. I never understood this. I always think it looked really, really weird. Okay. You know what? That's as much of the Rock's entrance as I can cope with. It just goes on for a very long time. And now Rosie and Jamal, 3-minute warning. Two big men. And if they get a win here today, that would start to give them some leverage in the tag team division. So, in fact, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to throw it out there. If they win here tonight, we've already said The Rock will get added to that fatal four-way match. But if they win tonight, these two will next week be put in a tag team #1 contenders match. Hello, Muppet Features. How are you doing? It's very good to see you. It's been a little while. Right away, we start with The Rock and Roman Reigns, who have been bitter enemies for a while in Saberduel wrestling, going head to head. Roman makes the tag to John Cena with a big, powerful punch. John Cena and Rock, of course, fought twice at WrestleMania. One of those times was a once-in-a-lifetime match, so I'll leave that for you to figure out. Mub Features just got back from a pub quiz. Very exciting. How did you do? Were you pleased with your scores? The Rock starting to fight back now. Irish whip. Throws John Cena into the corner. Where he's now, surrounded here. Trying to fight his way out. And every time he takes on one, The Rock attacks again from behind. John Cena up on the middle rope, hits a DDT on The Rock. Rosie and Jamal taken off as oh my word. Oh my word, already John Cena goes for the "you can't see me," gets a kick to the face and a DDT from The Rock. Two of the biggest names in wrestling history and in Hollywood. Not something you can normally say at the same time. Another tag to the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Oh, The Rock quickly counters, throws him into the ref. And The Rock is actually bleeding. Makes the tag to Rosie. And CM Punk also in the ring here. Slammed hard by Rosie, and it's a vicious stomp. CM Punk fighting up to his feet. Shot with to the gut there. Rosie getting taken to the top. Tippity top turnbuckle. CM Punk, former Saberduel wrestling champion, with the suplex. We've already got a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. Slightly overstating it, but I'm okay with that. Oh, big right hand. CM Punk in trouble here. Counters. Nice takedown. And now into the DDT. Oh, it's another boot to the head. CM Punk in trouble here. Kicks out. Irish whipped into the corner. Turn around. He is in trouble. Rosie targeting the knee of CM Punk. CM Punk trying to fight his way back out. Big drop kick. goes for the elbow shot, makes the tag to Cena. Strikes and gut shot, big gut punch. And now John Cena, out of nowhere, hits the attitude adjustment, otherwise known as the FU. But unfortunately, Jamal comes in to break up the count. Roman and Cena with the Irish whip and a big double underhook. No, that's not a double underhook. It's a hip toss. What am I talking about? Roman, Irish whips countered. CM Punk comes in. Oh, what a neck breaker from behind. And Rosie in serious trouble. Cobra clutch attached on. Can he get the submission? Is it locked in? Good. Finally releases it. And a big neck breaker. CM Punk now going up top. What a knee shot. Jamal desperate for a tag here. He's the freshest one on their team. Oh, CM Punk misses the knee shot. And it is GTS time. Rosie out cold. CM Punk hooks the legs. It's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3. The Rock will not be in that match next week. Roman Reigns glad for a win over The Rock. CM Punk and John Cena. But then, something doesn't sit right there. So here's what we are going to do. The Fatal 4-Way next week is now going to include Roman Reigns. After all, why should he not be in consideration when the other two in his team are? But then the other two men in that match, they're about to go to a bit of a war themselves. Steel cage time. Let's look at the moves. Pin and submission. Climb out of the cage. We're going to turn that off. We're going to make it pin or submission only. There's no much point in having picking weapons, is there? And it is going to be Brock Lesnar against Seth freaking Rollins. Let's be honest. These two know that they're getting that in that fatal 5-way number 1 contenders match next week. So their aim tonight will be to do as much damage as possible. And this man right here is very capable of doing damage. Brock Lesnar knows what it's like to be inside a cage. In WWE, he has done War Games. He has done Hell in a Cell. And he has fought in the octagon in a cage in UFC. He is a big match fighter. And Seth Rollins made the mistake of getting in his way. Brock Lesnar already has one win over Seth. Last week it was Survivor Series. Now these two step into the cage. Yeah, I'm skipping his entrance as well. Seth Rollins' entrance has really started to annoy me. Oh my word. And remember, this is not an escape match. Oh! Which, ironically, may be exactly what Seth Rollins wants right now. Brock Lesnar, those big shoulders right into the gut, the midsection of Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar looking to do damage. There is no other reason. Oh, what a counter. Oh, straight into the cage. And then just slams him down. Oh, my word. Seth is in serious trouble. Oh, Seth slides off the shoulder of Brock Lesnar there. And he manages to throw Brock sternum first into that exposed steel. What a knee shot. Seth hooks the leg. Kick out by Brock. Seth just making the point, showing he is still capable of getting the win here. He is capable of doing damage to Brock Lesnar. Oh my lord. Although right now that doesn't look super likely. Again, neck breaker by Seth. Seth needs to be fast. He is. Moonsault off the second rope there. He needs to be fast. He needs to be athletic. Sling blade. Putting some momentum together in this match. Irish whip. Ducks. Oh, Brock slams it down. Suddenly, with some momentum, there is Brock. It's not even about momentum. It's more that he stopped Seth from having any momentum. Big knee. Another big knee. Third. Seth just trying to get himself up so fast. He's trying to get as much momentum as he can. Brock putting Seth up on the top turnbuckle now. And where is Brock going? To the middle rope. Oh my, we're going for a suplex here. But Seth counters. Takes the knee out and Brock lands face first. Oh, and Seth now face first into that exposed turnbuckle. Oh, and face first into that steel cage. Brock Lesnar is absolutely... Oh, now it's Brock launched into the steel cage. Seth Rollins. Oh, Brock with a big right hand. Seth's bleeding. Seth is bleeding. It's a beautiful suplex. Brock slamming Seth's head down into the mat. Oh, counters. Oh, boot to the gut and a big knee. We've got a Suplex City chant started from the crowd there. And that is what we are going to get. No, Seth counters. Goes for the neck breaker. No, turned into a sort of semi-suplex neck breaker. And now Brock looks dazed. Seth is putting him on notice. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Locks in the arm, but he's got a crippler in. Brock counters. Boot. And straight in. F5. Why is Brock climbing the cage? Oh my word. Brock Lesnar with a splash off the top of the cage. That is insane. Hooks the leg and gets the win. An incredible finish. And Brock Lesnar looking set for that fatal 5-way match. An all-star. Are you kidding me? The game called that lackluster. Brock Lesnar did a splash off the top of a cage. You insane, insane little game. Well, it's main event time. And it is the tag team titles. Let's make sure Carlito's there. Oh, that is Carlito. It's JD. I was wondering why can't we see Carlito? Because we've already picked him. Wow, they really don't want to give me Finn Balor. That's weird. And their opponents, the tag team champions. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, tag team title time. Earlier today, JD and Carlito managed to beat the Headbangers to give some leverage, some momentum back to the Judgment Day. Remember, Liv Morgan is challenging for the women's title next week. Between these two matches, they will know that if they want to capitalize on their inter-faction war victory over the Wyatt Six, they need gold. Either the Judgment Day wins the tag team titles tonight, or Liv Morgan wins the women's title next week, because otherwise they will have squandered a golden opportunity. And with every single one of them having had a title match, there is nowhere to go but down. But if they win gold, they operate as a unit. They operate as a team. If one of them wins gold, they will know that the Judgment Day as a faction is successful. Neither Finn Balor or Dirty Dominic Mysterio have ever held a title in Saberduel wrestling. Motor City Machine Guns won the titles from the Usos back at Halloween Havoc. So it's been a relatively short title reign thus far. They won't want to lose it just yet. Here they are, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, two of TNA's finest in WWE. They've also held gold, and now, boom, here in Saberduel Wrestling. This should be one hell of a match. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Finn Balor have all travelled the world. And Dominic Mysterio has learned from the very, very best. Heavily inspired by Eddie Guerrero. Prior to their breakup and split, heavily trained by Rey Mysterio. And since then has been learning a lot from every member of the Judgment Day. Okay. Main event time here tonight. Judgment Day versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Champions hand over those title belts. They will be well aware of the Judgment Day at ringside. Carlito, JD, and Liv Morgan all there. Dirty Dom with a big right hand and a super kick to start with on Chris Sabin. Irish whip into the corner. This is a strong start from the Judgment Day. Irish whip and double shoulder tackle. Now Finn Balor staying very much on top of Chris Sabin. Kicks, strikes, and now cranking at the neck. Of course, Finn Balor is very capable of all the athletic, high-flying and technical wrestling you would see from the Machine Guns. Oh my word. Buckle bomb! Chris Sabin in trouble here early on. It's a 1 and a kick out. Again now, focusing on the neck. Of course, that buckle bomb itself can do a lot of damage to the neck, as we've seen down the years for a lot of wrestlers. Now choking the life, Finn Balor. Oh. Whoa. That's a Pele kick, but Chris Sabin quickly makes the tag. I don't even think Finn Balor saw it. Alex Shelley and Finn Balor now in the ring. Finn Balor again very quickly puts the slam down on Alex Shelley. Tag made, and now Dirty Dom and Finn. This time double elbows. Choking again. They're not going for anything fancy. They are not going for anything super athletic or impressive. They are doing the basics and what works well. Throws Alex Shelley outside, and the Judgment Day starts stomping on. And now Carlito's been ejected. But meanwhile, Chris Sabin is being attacked by Dominic Mysterio. So the fact that Carlito and JD have been ejected leaves Liv Morgan at ringside, but damage all kinds of already done, really. 1. Oh, counter. And a kick out. Alex Shelley nearly got the victory there. Big Hurricane Rana. Well done by Dominic Mysterio. And now Liv Morgan has taken that turnbuckle pad off. Oh. And the tag has been made now. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley double super kick. And now it is very close to even the scores. Both JD and Carlito ejected. Alex Shelley has made the tag into Sabin, and Sabin has just keep super kicking. Muppet says short and sweet as... then I've not seen what you rest of you said. Give me a second. Says Merry December, or for some reason, whatever your first message was there, I am pausing this second. So you definitely said something else, but then it's not showing in the stream. But then it does say Merry December, y'all. So I'm just going to read that out for now. For whatever reason, for some reason, whatever the other thing you said didn't show. You're off. I'm off, basically. Oh, something about a short and sweet visit, I'm guessing. Well, thank you for swinging by, Muppet Features. I really appreciate you being here. And Merry Christmas. If I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas to you, and I hope you're having a lovely Christmas period so far. Finn Balor with a big suplex. Oh, lovely shot. Vicha says, you too. Thank you very much. Big coup de grace. Tag made. Dirty Dom going up top. A coup de grace has been hit. Frog splash. Leg hooked. 1, 2, and Alex Shelley just about manages to make the save there. Chris Sabin absolutely in serious trouble. Chris Sabin hung upside down, and Dom hesitation drop kick, something that Chris Sabin was famous for. Oh, whoa. 6, 1, 9. Busting him open. Dominic Mysterio going up top. 5-star frog splash. Alex Shelley out of position. 1, 2, 3. And I cannot believe this. I can really, because obviously I'm playing as them. The judge secured the Saberduel Wrestling Tag Team titles. JD and Carlito back in the ring. I don't know why it's not showing them with the belts, though. That's weird. Let's just make sure they got the titles. Champions. There we go. Dirty Dominic and Finn Balor. Solid ending. Well, that is the end of the stream, guys. Next week will be the 30th episode. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to slightly extend this. I'm going to let you guys stick around if you want to, whilst I update our arena. So, Saberduel Wrestling Arena, Edit Arena. So the venue was the warehouse. We are going to up it a little bit from that. See the small studio. That's a bit nicer. Let's that's a bit better, but let's see. What's the one that's like the NXT one? Indoor sports arena. Theater? Whoa, that's like the ECW arena. Ooh, that's quite nice. Oh, we've got that arena, but there. Hello, Rosie. It was literally just the end, dude. But you are here just in time to see me update our arena. Okay, I'm all right with that, actually. Stage. We might need to update our stage a little bit. Don't know about that one. Let's have a look, see what that one looks like. No, that literally says over the edge. What about this one? It's a bit bland. What about this one? Is this a bit much? Wow. That does look pretty awesome. And that is a step up. Okay. Everything else will stay the same. Saberduel Wrestling Arena 2. Okay. Yeah, let's do the custom show thing. We have to do this anyway. What was the... Okay, that one. Transition. That one. There we go. Replay screen. Commentary doesn't matter because we don't have commentary on. Location. Liverpool, England. Where was the game over design? That's what we've always used. Oh, there it is. Game over. Miscellaneous images. Game over. Okay, guys. There we go. We have updated the Saberduel Wrestling Arena. Time for me to give a few shout-outs before I wrap this stream up. So I want to give a big shout-out to Magnificent Logo, to Hardly Quinn, to Raza is Retro, to Muppet Features, to Mullet Arcade, and of course, swinging in at the end there, Rosie as well. That is Rosie Palozzolo 4107. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. And anyone else who's been watching in the background but hasn't commented, you are still very much appreciated. Anyone who has been or is still watching, please consider putting a like on. And if you enjoy what I do here, consider subscribing and checking out some of the videos as well. Other than that, guys, I hope everyone is having a wonderful December. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope the Christmas period is being fantastically fun for you. But that's me done for now. I'm hoping to be able to do a stream over the weekend, so keep a lookout. If you particularly like these streams, make sure you got notifications on, because I do stream at random different times. So there's no set pattern or anything. So yeah, have that notification on if you want to be able to catch up and hang out. Until next time, thanks for being here, and of course, take the high ground.